Good evening and welcome. This is the Hot Seat with me, Wangari Muthui. Today I'm honored to be hosting Honorable Christopher Mbithi from Endarasha Mwiyogo ward. Is that correct?
Correct.
Karibu sana Mhesh.
Asante.
I've told you, squeezing our letter, youthful MCAs, not just nominated but elected. He was elected under the UDA candidature, and by profession, he is a psychiatrist. Is it true? Psychologist.
And farm tech.
In a farm tech. So he's in the medical field. And it's just right that he is in the committee, the vice chairperson health committee. Karibu sana Mhesh.
Asante sana.
And thank you so much for making time for us.
Thank you.
How are you?
Great. Thank you for having me too.
Ground inasema aje?
Iko sawa, tunanyorosha.
So first give you a minute, say hi to your people and yes.
Okay, thank you. I want to say hi to everybody who is watching tonight. My name is Christopher, as she has said. So let us interact, let us engage, let us exchange ideas on how we take Endarasha Mwiyogo to the next level. Thank you.
Welcome so much. Before we get directly to the political side, last week on Friday, we hosted a mental health advocate. Okay. What is your thought on mental health so far?
That's a good question. Let me tell you, I am grateful that I am a psychologist. I'll say that the psychology perspective in our country is, I mean, people are not taking counseling as it's supposed to be. I would love to hear that, to see that, you know, organizations like, you know, the insurances, they are taking psychology and counseling seriously. We need to cover patient need to go for counseling, and they should be covered by these insurances. Because, let me tell you, if you look at our men right now and women, people are suffering, but they're suffering silently. So we need to encourage people to go for therapy. If you go for therapy, it doesn't mean that you're not feeling well or you become psycho. People need to go get counseling, and everybody can have these mental illnesses. So we need to encourage our people. We need to educate them more on these conditions, these you know, mental illnesses, and it's normal. It's like just another condition like diabetes or the other. People should not be traumatized. And
you can live with it.
You can live with it.
So what is the county government doing, or what has the county government done so far to help in the mental health advocacy?
Great. Well, we are trying, and we brought a motion seeking government intervention. We need to allocate money to these departments that are dealing with counseling. We need also to sensitize people about, you know, why they should go for counseling. So we need to interact with people. That is why you hear that every other time now and then you hear people committing suicide because they're not going for this counseling. So we, as the people in the assembly, we are moving forward. We're bringing these motions to ensure that government allocates resources to these departments so that we are able to reach our people and we are able to educate them more about the importance of going for these counseling sessions. So
far, what is your major achievement as the Vice Chairperson Health Committee?
Great, thank you. That's a very nice way of engaging. I can tell you, so far we have been able to interact with almost all the chairpersons of the health departments in our county level. We had called a meeting 2 days ago with all the county chairpersons of the major hospitals so that we interact, we get to know what we need to do and change to these health centers that we are having in our county. So we want to change how we run our health centers. we need to ensure that drugs are available in our health facilities. We need to ensure that people have been complaining of reluctance from employees. So we need to engage these employees. We need to interact with them so that these doctors. But doctors are really working hard. That one for sure, I know. But you find that maybe in some county, some health centers in the rural interior, that is where we are having some complaints. But now we are engaging them, and we are also engaging the county government to make sure that, for example, let's say if we have dispensaries where we don't have enough personnel, we try and bring them on board. We try and see how we can talk with the chief officer and also the CDC. We engage in creating and employing and deploying more of the health officers to these institutions. Okay,
as we wind up on the health issue, what is your aim by the end of your tenure as the vice chairperson, health? What do you want? What is your major objective? What do you want to achieve?
You see, for example, I'll give you a case scenario in my area, Endarasha, Mwiyogo ward. I need to see that by the time the 5 years are over, the hospital is well equipped. We need to ensure that we don't have issues with drug supply. I need to make sure that that facility has a male ward that is not complete. So I'm working so hard to ensure that we complete this. We're also checking also with other health facilities across the county which are having the same scenario as what is happening in the Endarasha, so that we replicate this. We are working with government institutions that supply drugs like cancer, so that we see how we shall be able to supply, because drug is an issue. If you go to some of these dispensaries, you find that people sometimes are saying, or they're complaining that we don't have those drugs meant for diseases like hypertension, diabetes. So we need to make sure that these drugs are available at the local center, those local dispensaries. You don't have to travel from Endarasha to come to PGH to collect your, to refill your prescription. You can easily get them either to a bigger dispensary, Kenyaite dispensary, or even Endarasha dispensary.
There has been so many cases with the health insurance companies. Let's just major one, which is national NHIF.
Yes.
What is your thought, and how can we better NHIF?
As a county, we are trying to integrate most of our facilities with NHIF. And you can see from what the national government has done, it has allocated resources. So for contribution, we are now, there's more allocation. For example, if you look at, there has been an increase in terms of contribution, what you contribute monthly, what used to happen in the previous month, the contribution have increased. We want to increase these resources to NHIF to make sure that NHIF, they are able to do their job, or to function normally, so that we have proper delivery of people get services at the county level.
Well, we take a short commercial break. Once we come back, we now get into politics of the day. Remember, this is a hot seat, and today we are hosting Honorable Christopher Mbithi, Endarasha Mwiyogo World MCA.
Faithworks Technologies Limited is your #1 internet service provider. We deal in internet installations, CCTV sales and installations, power backup solutions, computer sales repair and maintenance. We offer free fiber installation and a free router at an affordable monthly subscription fee from as low as 1,500 shillings. If you are from areas without fiber connectivity, worry not, for we got you covered. With just 5,000 shillings, we install wireless internet at an affordable monthly subscription fee from as low as 2,500 shillings. You can contact us on 0723 365 571 or 0783 282 011. You can also email us on info@faithworkstech.co.ke or faithworkstech@gmail.com. We are located in Othaya Town, Centerpoint Plaza, 3rd floor, room T5. At Faithworks Technologies Limited, we ensure you enjoy dedicated, fast, reliable and affordable internet. Faithworks Technologies Limited, a world of possibilities. RBG Works Limited is a construction company that deals in construction materials produced with state-of-the-art machines. They are uniquely designed to fit all your construction needs for buildings, roads, pavements, parking lots, bridges, and many more. The materials include interlocking hollow blocks, cabro pavers, road curbs, road channels, hollow ports, louver blocks, paving slabs, wall coping, side slabs, spindles and balustrade, culverts and concrete posts. For more enquiries, you can contact us on 0738 123 123, that is 0738 123 123, or visit our company that is located opposite Kagumo Teachers College along the Nyeri Mukureni Road. All are welcome.
Welcome back. Well, today I told you we are hosting Honorable Christopher Mbithi and Endarasha Mwiyogo World. Mwesh.
Yes.
Watu wa Kenya mlipata maji?
Tunaendelea kupata maji. That I can comfortably say. And there is hope that there's a borehole already there. There is water coming out. So now what it's happening is the project now we are doing the tunnel so that we connect the pipes. Everybody will get water soon.
There has been a lot of farming, of which is generally the whole country. Yeah. But the fact that Kenya has started receiving relief food is a bit worrying. What is your objective, and what do you want to do that never happens again?
First of all, I want to say that we have experienced the worst drought ever. I can tell you, I've seen things that I've never seen since I was born. There's Mwiyogo River, which has dried up. But now, after the rains have started coming, we're receiving water downstream. These are a global issue. Sure. And I can tell you that we need to wake up. Everybody needs to play their part. Because for Kenya, I don't want to see Kenya in the next 10 years receiving relief food. We need to work hand in hand with the government agencies that are promoting this climate change. We need to plant trees in our constituency. We need to do we need to move from burning fire, we need to move from, if we can be able, like now in my ward specific, I am planning to help individuals who can be able to, we can be able to incorporate in a project that we are calling green energy. We want to, other than, instead of cutting trees for us to get firewood, if we can do more biogas, we incorporate gas systems here. And you saw what our president said the other day. We shall be having cheaper gas coming in the next few months. So we need to take these to our rurals so that our people enjoy some of these facilities that are coming from the national government. And also we reduce on cutting trees, because this is happening deep in our rurals. And by this we promote, and again we work hand in hand, we plant trees so that in the next 10 years Kenya will be green, and I can assure you that the rains will pour and Kenya farming will continue. And also we need to also come up with water projects that will also facilitate our farmers growing, not to rely on seasonal rain. We need them to farm continuously, so that we tap water from the upper layers. We do more boreholes and functional boreholes, not just digging boreholes. These boreholes need to supply water to people.
Well, let me ask. Recently, the budget allocation has been done. What are your major projects that you're aiming to achieve with that?
I can tell you, we have an issue with the roads in my area, and we have an issue with our health facilities. And we also have, I also need to interact with my people in terms of socio-economical activities. So I've located money. For this is a project that will begin come next financial year. So we are planning to do roads, because in my ward for the last several years we've not had proper constructions of roads. So people are suffering. Their produce are not going to the market because of the poor infrastructure. So this is what I want us to work on, and also health facilities. I need to improve my Endarasha health center, which has been left for so many years. So this is an area that I've put money also. Water. Actually, this carries the day. Water is where we have allocated the chunk of money.
I actually want to read a comment here on water. Please ask Mheshimiwa, maji ya Kanyagia ilifika wapi? The area has no water at all. The project is through Mwiyogo water project. It was funded by Tana Water.
There's this project, and which is stalled at Kanyagia. The water is pouring at Kanyagia. The contractor should be back to complete that project. The piping system, we are working on the piping system, and that water will have to go to the also reach to people who live at Sangare. Water is a very sensitive issue in my area, and we need to, because this is a limited resource, and we have to equally distribute it equally to everybody. So we are working on this project. We are pushing these contractors to come back on site so that everybody can benefit from this project.
Well, have you engaged in any youth projects? Are you planning to fund any youth projects?
Great. Yes, I can tell you for a fact that we are having issues. We need to engage our youth, and it's worrying because we don't have jobs. So most of our youth, majority of them, they don't have anything economically to do. They don't have money to start new projects. So what I've done is that from the allocation that we were given, I need to put a certain amount of money, which I've allocated 2.5 million. This money goes to the social department. Social department, this is whereby we shall engage our youth. Those youth, they are youth who have created groups. Let's say, for example, they want to start farming. So the county government is going to fund this project. Also, we need to engage our women in the village. We're also going to fund their project. And we also have other groups that people have come together and they have formed a group. We are going to fund this project. Let's say, for example, they want to start pig farming. They want to start rabbit farming. They want to start bee farming. Some of the youth have formed all these groups. And these are the projects that we need to go into come next financial year.
Well, as we calculate some projects and we take water, at least huku kuko na maji si kama Kenyaite, we take a short commercial break. This is a hot seat with me, Wangari Muthui.
Thank you.
RBG Works Limited is a construction company that deals in construction materials produced with state-of-the-art machines. They are uniquely designed to fit all your construction needs for buildings, roads, pavements, parking lots, bridges, and many more. The materials include interlocking hollow blocks, cabro pavers, road curbs, road channels, hollow ports, louver blocks, paving slabs, wall coping, side slabs, spindles and balustrade, coverts and concrete posts. For more enquiries, you can contact us on 0738 123 123, that is 0738 123 123, or visit our company that is located opposite Kagumo Teachers College along the Nyeri Mokoreni Road. All are welcome. At Peak Meadows, we have tons of reasons to help you create treasured moments. We offer beautiful experiences such as rustic bar and restaurant where you get to enjoy cool drinks such as cocktails, rum, brandies, fruit juice, and delicious meals in a quiet, leafy green countryside. For your team building and family events, we offer tailored outdoor experiences. Our kitchen offers a variety of your desired delicacies, including a Kenyan favorite, nyama choma, and an outside catering package on request. We also offer elegant bed and breakfast in our deluxe and pristine accommodation rooms. You also get to enjoy high-speed internet for efficient meetings in our meetings and conference rooms. For bookings, contact us on 0700 122 322 or email us on info@peakmeadows.com. We are located along Nyeri Kando Road. Peak Meadows Grill and Steakhouse. Arrive as guests, leave as friends.
Come back, and this is a hot seat with me, Wangari Muthui. So you are having a glass of some very good water behind the scenes.
Yes.
Anyway, Mahesh, so you were, before we went on the break, you told me about the projects you intend to have for the youths. What do you feel is ailing our youths? Because we feel like we are almost losing a whole generation to illicit use, drugs and substance abuse. What is your aim and how do you want to curb that?
This actually can be answered with a single sentence.
Mm-hmm.
We keep our youth busy.
Mm-hmm.
We engage them. Let's say, for example, if we create job for our youth, then they have something to do, and therefore you won't find them in the mirror bays, if you know the bays, and also alcohol joints, like clubs, very early in the morning. So what we can do, as I was explaining to you, we can decide to engage our youth, and we put, like, for example, as a county, what I'm going to do at the Endarasha Mwiyogo come next financial year, we are going to allocate money to these groups that the youth are forming, so that we keep them busy, we engage them. And something else that we are focusing on is also taking them back to our, like vocational training, so that they can have the skills to be able to look for jobs. Let's say, for example, if you train or you take a youth to a carpentry class, that youth will be able to seek employment anywhere in the country. So a project that I'm focusing on is Endarasha vocation training. It is an institution that we need to revive. And I was having a discussion the other day with the CC Education. We had a very candid discussion. And she promised me that we are going to work hard in hard, so that we can promote our youth and we engage them in this. Yeah.
Now that you've talked about vocation training centers, most of them are closing down. What is the major problem? If now, not just as a Mwesh, what do you feel is really ailing these vocation training centers?
I can say, number one, we don't lack of enough resources to, let's say, for example, employ enough teachers. Something else, we need to engage the people who are supposed to go to those institutions, so that they can know the importance of enrolling into such institution. We need to have this discussion with the youth, the people. Like for me, what I'm planning to do at Endarasha, I'm planning to go sensitize people about the project, the project that we have. We tell them the importance of that institution. We engage the youth. We tell them, you know what, there's an institution here next door. If you go here, if you join this institution, you can become a saloonist, for example. And sooner or later, you'll open your own salon, you'll start making your own money. And therefore, these people will not engage in other activities that are not quite, you know, the activities that are not allowed by the society.
What is your thought about the boda boda sector? I know it has its own positive side. Do you feel like it has taken away from the vocational training centers, or is there a cut train tuseme kila mtu ako na side yake, wa boda boda ako wa kuenda institution ako?
No, according to me, I think I don't think it has taken away the vocational training. The boda boda, actually, all of them, they need to be well equipped. We need to engage with them. We need to train them, and we need to give them a certificate, so that these people, we can know that they are actually qualified and they can be able to go about their duties on normal days. So I would say that they are part of this institution that we are talking about. They should be a product of this institution. So what I can say is that for those ones that have not been trained, they can also enroll into this institution. They come for the training and they finally get their certificate. Yes. And we also encourage, you know, boda boda is just one side of the institution. We have people who can come and train to be saloonists. We have people who can come and train to be yes. Such. Okay,
now that we're in the education sector, the ECD's teacher, they are really not having, they're being paid peanuts, for lack of a better word. What is your feeling about that?
Well, by peanut, what do you mean? Because
12,000 compared to other counties like Kirinyaga County, where the highest is paid 52,000.
I can tell you, okay, this is a challenge, and not only the ECD department, we are figuring out. Actually, we should be thankful to have a county like Nyeri, whereby we are trying to balance all the resources. Our governor is a very good, he's a gentleman. He knows how to balance resources in all these departments. I can take you back. I've heard you quote Kirinyaga. You know, in the last regime, you remember all the doctors were on the road, you see? So what the governor, together with us, for us here at the county, the assembly and the executive, we work together. We don't work against each other. So I can tell you, what we try to do is that we don't want to be in such a situation whereby we have resources that are not equally balanced. But we are working hard to increase revenue collection so that we can be able to fill into these gaps, whereby, let's say, for example, the ECD teacher, we see what we can do about them.
Okay, yeah. We go to sports and youth. We find like there has been a lot of games and a lot of tournaments during the political season. But now that the political season is over, so many teams are dying, especially football teams. What are you doing as the Honorable MCA from Endarasha Mwiyogo World to make sure that the teams in your area have grown? If there are no teams, they've been established and they are sustainable.
Okay, that's a very good way of looking at it. I can tell you for a fact that we just finished a football tournament last month in my ward. And now my team, the team that won, we are going to form a very strong team. And there's my friend, MCA from Kabaru Ward, is trying to sell fear to me and telling me that he has a very strong team. So the team that won on that side is going to meet his team. I shall beat them in their own.
Honorable Patrick, you've been given a threat here. Please respond to this. I should have both of you sit here.
Yes, so very soon, in maybe a month or even less, or even 2, we are going to meet that strong team from their side.
Which team are you, by the way? Or we digress a bit. Which team are you in?
I'm a Manchester United fan. But
Kiburi FC. How we go?
Haturingi.
Okay.
Yes. So these are some of the projects that we are having, and soon we are going to start a volleyball tournament.
Okay.
This is just to engage our youth. I wish you came to my area and you see how many youths were in that field. So many people. Soon you'll be joining. We are going to start a volleyball tournament. After the volleyball tournament, we are going to do a pool table tournament.
Okay.
Those are the projects that we're having.
Then, you've already formed this team. Congratulations for that. How sustainable is a team? Because we find so many teams are dying, for lack of a better word, due to sustainability. Once, you will not be here forever. Hakuna mtu ataishi. So one day, one time, you will not be the MCA Endarasha. Maybe you'll be the MP Kenny. How will that...
Hapo sawa.
How will that team be sustainable away from you?
We are trying. As much as we are doing football, we are also, the football team is an institution by itself, is an organization, is a group by itself, I would call it. So we are trying. I want to join these people and all this team. We try and we come up with the income generating project that can sustain the team. Let's say, for example, with my team in Endarasha football, a team that won the tournament last month. I had a discussion with them in my office, and the majority of them, they are in farming, they are doing all these other. So we are going also to engage them on this aspect so that they can have what we call income generating project, and they'll be able to generate income for their team.
I wish to recognize some of our followers before we go on a short commercial break. Eric Agida, say hi to Mhesh. Mweshi mesalimiwa.
Mesalimika.
Getty, hi. Joseph, he's saying Mbithi, foreign from Odhaya. Well, that was the sports segment. We are coming back. You all know I love sports. So we are coming back with still the sports segment, just a little bit. And then we wind up with the politics of the day. Remember, there's a hot seat with me, Wangari Muthui.
At Peak Meadows, we have tons of reasons to help you create treasured moments. We offer beautiful experiences such as rustic bar and restaurant where you get to enjoy cool drinks such as cocktails, rum, brandies, fruit juice, and delicious meals in a quiet, leafy green countryside. For your team building and family events, we offer tailored outdoor experiences. Our kitchen offers a variety of your desired delicacies, including a Kenyan favorite, nyama choma, and an outside catering package on request. We also offer elegant bed and breakfast in our deluxe and pristine accommodation rooms. You also get to enjoy high-speed internet for efficient meetings in our meetings and conference rooms. For bookings, contact us on 0700-122-322 or email us on info@peakmeadows.com. We are located along Nyeri Kando Road. Peak Meadows Grill and Steakhouse. Arrive as guests, leave as friends.
Welcome back. Well, this is a hot seat with me, Wangari Muthui. Before we went on a break, we were discussing youth and sports. Now, there has been a bigger problem especially in football, there is no female team in Nyeri. There's actually just one, which is Hummingbird, of which is almost dead. What is your view about that? Ama, have you concentrated so much? Is it that a cliche that to say that you've all concentrated so much on the male games and forgot us women?
No, actually, soon we are going to start a volleyball tournament also for the ladies in my ward. But generally, I would say that we need to change perception, you know, like let's say, for example, how people perceive things, how we perceive women football, how we perceive women volleyball. We need to look at it as equally entertaining as men football. Yes, we start from there, perception. We change our perception and then we work towards everything else. Wow,
I'm looking forward to that tournament. Volleyball, madam, yes. I want
Kabisa.
to come. Okay, don't play anything except camera work. Anyway, let me get to the politics of the day. In 100 days, what is your major achievement as the MCA Endarasha?
Yes, I would say in terms of distribution of the very scarce resource in our ward, we have been able to streamline the supply of water, all the way starting from Gakanga, going down to Sangare. Those are the extreme edges of my ward. As I told you when we were starting, you know, water is a very sensitive issue. Water is a very scarce resource, and this is a resource that has to equally be distributed amongst the households that we have in our ward. So we are trying and we are working hard to make sure that this resource gets to every household. So so far I can say we have been able to deal with some of the problems that people have been experiencing, like some of these illegal connections. We've talked with water and family, and we've said that everybody in my ward belong to that ward. So people downstream, they have to get water. People upstream, they also have to get water, but we have to share equally. And this one has been streamlined, and I'm very happy about it.
So for you, the first 100 days, your major objective was water?
Water. And if we solve water issue in Kieni, I am telling you, we shall have solved over 70 problems that we have in Kieni.
Okay. Now, maandamano, Monday and Thursday. What is your view about that?
Wachana kimudu kigoroki. Wacha azunguke. You just want to sabotage the economy, and for us here in Nyeri, we are quiet, we are calm. We don't have these maandamano. So we are good to go. The economy is growing in our county. National, we have to change. For me, I can say I'm very disappointed with one Honorable Raila Odinga. This is a gentleman that we should be buying ideas from right now. But looking at him fighting and using people fight for his own personal gain, it's quite an embarrassment.
How is he fighting for his own personal gain, whereas the demonstrations are for lower the cost of living?
That is what he's trying to that is the picture he's trying to paint right now. But deep in his heart, if he could open up to you, you'd realize that this is a guy who is fighting for his own reasons. He want maybe to have some tax evasions here and there, things like that. But no handshake this time. I'm so happy that our deputy president, our president, said no to handshake. We cannot keep on entertaining him on this. We have to be very firm. We have a constitution. People go to elections, and we have a winner, we have a loser.
But the same constitution allows you to picket peacefully. You can have peaceful demonstrations.
What do you think? Are they peaceful?
They have been, according to him, it's been peaceful until the police force comes in. Do you feel that is a case, or
have you seen demonstrators throwing stones? Those are not peaceful demonstrations. These are they are looters. So we don't encourage that. We should fight that. And the government cannot stay there and watch while people are looting people's properties.
Talk of looting, huh?
Yes.
Days on Monday, there was looting in the former president, His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta. What do you think enlightened that decision, and what should be done for future that never happens again?
He's just a case example to Mama Mboga, whose properties were looted also. So he also accidentally happened to be a victim of these riots. So we need to come together and fight. We condemn these demonstrations because they're not bringing in any achievement to our country.
Back in 1997, the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga went on a strike. In 2007, so in 2017, and he has always gained from those demonstrations. What is the difference? What makes you think he will not gain from even this demonstration?
I can tell you, we have a very able deputy president. We have a very able president. These are people who cannot, you cannot sell fear to them through, you know, trying to bring chaos in the country so that we have a handshake. What is going to happen is we need to respect the Constitution. I can tell you for a fact that Honorable Raila Odinga, he's a statesman, but he is not respecting the Constitution. We went to the elections. Elections outcome were announced. He went to the Supreme Court of the land, and a decision was made that President William Samoei Ruto, together with our able deputy Rigathi Gachagua, won the elections. Now, 6 months down the line, he's trying to cause chaos because he wants to have a handshake. This is unacceptable. We cannot keep on accepting this mediocrity because there is a reason as to why we go for elections. If for example, we entertain him with a handshake, then I lose reason as to why I should go for elections. Yes.
We can just agree who will be the president.
Who will be the president, you will be the deputy president, you will be the prime minister, you will be the handshake brother, you know. It's not making sense.
Wow. Serikali ya UDA ya Mama Mboga. Have they achieved the manifesto so far?
I can tell you for a fact, you know, unajua ile serikali ilikuwa. Na pahali tulipata hii serikali. We had to at least tunazimba mashimo hapa kule, turudishe serikali kwa laini, and then we are picking up.
Lakini naibu wa rais amesema mara kadhaa kwamba alipata akiba kama haina pesa.
Hakukuwa.
Ilhali tunapata pia wamepata budget 100 million ya kununua magari zao. Tunapata CAS tuko na 50. Kweli kutopata akiba na jinsi ambavyo
I can tell you, you know, like now, I can tell you, we have to this efficiency. We want to achieve efficiency. So we should not look at we should not look at it like, you know, the president gave us 50 CAS. We want performance, delivery. So if you're subjected with, we don't want to bombard you with so many roles. So we distribute those roles so that we have maximum maximum delivery. And we should look at it that way, not the other way.
These positions, to my feeling, they should be awarded to youths and those people who are trying to grow in the political career. However, we found that they've been awarded to governors, former governors, people who are vying for the senatorial seats and did not get into government, people who are vying for MP seats. It's more or less a wording of loyalty. Is that really the way to go, or how do we go about that?
No, there are so many youths that were awarded these positions. You can name them. Jaguar.
Who was in the UDA government?
He's a youth. We have Kate Oruguru, who is also a youth.
Who was also vying for like EPM women rep?
Yes, exactly. And you see, these are people who have common, for government, these were in UDA, right? They have a common goal. So for you, let's say, for example, if you want to achieve, let's say, for example, you're running 100 meters, there's somebody who's telling you that you cannot reach, you cannot finish a race. Are you going to get accompanied by the person who is telling you, the other person is telling you that you can be able, I'll give you some water on the way, I'll push you so that you finish the race? Are you going to take the person who is encouraging to run, or are you going to take the person who is pulling you back? Definitely you're going to take the person who is pulling, who is telling you finish the race. That is what we are doing to achieve our goals.
So the people who are there politically for you. On that note,
we have Honorable Wamahi, who was not in the government, who is also a CAS. So don't look at it like...
That is left for negotiations, because...
Who is a son of Nyeri County.
And we are so proud of him, by the way.
Exactly.
Lakini, on a light note, you said Wamahi gets to the agricultural department. How was that? Anyway.
Yeah. And he delivered. I was with the deputy president 2 days ago, together with Honorable Wamahi. And fertilizers are coming to the mashinani very soon.
Awesome. So we expect, as Mount Kenya, there's already Dan Omahio, and we already have Alice Wahome, Honorable Alice Wahome, as is also in the agricultural department. Water. So that means Mount Kenya, we might be better.
We shall be. We are headed in the right direction, and our deputy really fought and negotiated for those positions to come to
the deputy president
Central.
Is on record saying that this is a shareholder government.
Shareholder?
Yes.
Okay.
Whereby you reap the benefits according to how you came in. Don't you feel that is discriminatory? Because I feel whether I voted for you or not, as long as you're the MCA and Endarasha Mwiyogo award, I'm coming to you.
We don't award laxity. You encourage people by giving them people who are there with you, people who accompanied you in your journey.
The fact that these people did not vote for him and His Excellency, the President of the country, does not mean they're lazy. It just means they have different objections.
No, I said, I can tell you, let's say, for example, I'll use the same example. I was telling you, if you're moving toward, these are people with different agenda. You take people who you have a common agenda so that you are able to fulfill your mandate to the people. Other than involving people who are negative about whatever you're doing. So you take people who can work with you, people who have a common vision with you, and you work together with them so that you're able to achieve the goals and the promises you made to the people.
Well, as we wind up, what is your... Okay, before that question, what do you want to do different to be different from your predecessors?
So many things. Like in my ward, I want to ensure that we have connectivity, road connectivity. Right now, some areas have problems with roads because, honestly, roads were neglected. So we are doing roads. We need. I don't want to see farmers who have cows in the interior of my ward complain that the society, these corporate organizations that collect milk from the societies, the vehicles cannot reach to where they are. We have carrot farming, we have potato farming in our areas, and these farmers cannot be able to remove the produce from their shambas to take them to the market. So we have to do proper roads, we have to do healthcare. Healthcare is a very big, it's a challenge. So I need to see that we have proper distribution of drugs in my ward. And we're going to change a few things. How I have a system that I want to incorporate, and we shall talk about it next time. So that we ensure that we have a continuous supply of drugs in our health centers. Not only that, as a vice chair of health committee in Nyeri County, also we replicate this to the whole county.
Okay, in the next 5 years, after now your tenure is over, actually it's in the next 4 years and months, where do you see yourself? Are you coming back as the MCA? Amutasema may give up on politics? Only
God knows. For now, we commit to the mandate that we've been given by Mwananchi.
Okay, I wish to read some comments as then I give you a chance to say goodbye. Good show, watching from Garissa, that is Peter Wawero. Uliza farming in Kieni, dhoko eo dirathi wega.
Dhoko? Yeah, Endarasha Kaneriku. To be specific.
Hajasema ini. How is the market? How is the market in that area?
We are doing well. We need to also do what we call, I was talking to Waziri Agriculture the other day. There's an area called Kanyagia in my ward. We want to see how we can work together, and we bring what we call beef, or we want, if you have goats, you have sheep, we have an area there. There's a public land that we can engage, and we have some days whereby people can be bringing their cows there, their goats there to sell on a specific day. So let's say, for example, Fridays. So if it's Endarasha is more of, we have market days on Fridays and Tuesdays. So far so good, apart from some few things that need to be done inside the market itself. Okay. Like we have to make sure that the toilets that are there are working, and I'm working towards that. We have to, soon we shall have water connectivity to those toilets in the market. Those are things that are in the plan. Just a few hitches here and there, but we are working on them.
Well, it was an honor having you. It was an honor holding this conversation. It's been interesting. Thank you so much for making time for us. We hope when we invite you again, you will come. Please say goodbye to your people, and our time is up.
Okay. Thank you so much to everybody who has been watching me, and I want to thank you for having me, and I look forward to more engagement on how we shall fulfill our promises to Wananchi.
Have you said hi to anybody?
I can say hi to everybody from my ward, Endarasha Mwiyogo ward. I want to thank you in particular, now that I'm here, for choosing me amongst many to represent you. And I can promise you that the gentleman who is seated here is working hard to ensure that the promises that he set for you, the promises that he mentioned to you during the campaigns and all that, are fulfilled by the time the 5 years are over. Thank you so much, and have a good evening.
Well, it's always an honor and a privilege that you make time for us every Friday evening from 8 to 9 p.m. right here on the hot seat with me, Wangari Muthui, and I'm more honored to be hosting one of the youngest MCAs. How old are you?
Very young.
We are going to discuss that behind the cameras. I'm sure he'll let me know. I'll let you know. Anyway, it was an honor having you and having your viewers. Thank you so much for making time. This is the hot seat with me, Wangari Muthui.